Yup, this is what a shredded or stripped belt looks like. So let's go ahead and swap over to the chain drive so this never happens again. So first up, we're gonna go ahead and break this rear caliper loose. You're gonna wanna remove your rear brake caliper off of the bike. I go ahead and hang that over the seat. Then we're gonna break the master link off of the chain and remove the chain completely. Next up, we're gonna remove the belt cover. And then I like to use a old belt to actually hold the pulley from spinning. Then you can go ahead and zip that off with an impact gun. Some of these come off by hand, some of them don't. You may use this little puller tool. You can purchase them at Advance, or you can just slide it off. Then you're gonna have a little bitty square cube piece right here. It's gonna go down in there, so make sure you don't lose that. Then we're gonna go ahead and remove the middle linkage bolt and slide that out. Once you have that removed, then we're gonna take either a homemade or the actual jack shaft bolt socket and go ahead and remove your jack shaft bolt completely and slide that completely out of the bike. Now that we have the jack shaft out of the swing arm, we're gonna go ahead and set it up in a bench vise and go ahead and remove all of the bolts. And now we're gonna wiggle this loose until we can completely remove the pulley, and we're gonna go ahead and drop on the Warp 9 sprocket for the chain drive conversion kit. We're gonna run some blue Loctite on these and torque them down. You don't wanna get them crazy tight because it is aluminum threads in that jack shaft. Then I cut a piece of 3/8 just solid like steel stock, just solid 3/8 rod, and put inside of the jack shaft. Now we're gonna go ahead and hammer that back in there, and then as you drive the jack shaft bolt through, that steel rod will hammer out and you can put the nut on. I only torque this to 15 foot-pounds of torque. I know a lot of people say like 30 or 35 is what they say from the factory. I think that puts too much side load pressure on the bearings, and anyway, so yeah. We're gonna go ahead and tighten that linkage bolt back up, set our sprocket on here with that square, and then we're gonna put the washer and the nut on. After we get the sprocket on there, you're gonna wanna go ahead and loosen up your engine mount. On both sides, there's 4 bolts total. You want to go ahead and loosen those up so then you can adjust the tension on your chain. Now we're going to go ahead and slap that chain on there. This is an O-ring chain, so there's 2 O-rings on one side, 2 O-rings on the other. We're going to go ahead and put those on now and then assemble the master link on here. Got that master link on there, and now you don't want to set your chain tension too tight at all, and always double check your master links. You want to leave some play in that chain or it will absolutely eat your jack shaft bearings if you get that too tight. Now we're going to go ahead and put the chain back on, double check your master link, and we're good to go. You want to go ahead and have someone hold this and torque it down. I don't know the torque spec on that, I just got it pretty tight. Now we can go ahead and reinstall the rear caliper, and don't forget to zip tie your brake lines. Also guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. We've got a video coming soon of the Surronx foot pegs and trying out a 60-tooth rear sprocket. So Surronx sent us out a 60-tooth rear sprocket for the Surron. And then this is their brick series foot pegs. These things are absolutely huge. Look at them compared to a prickly. They're literally bigger than pricklies, and you all know how big pricklies are. Like they're, look at that. They're like an inch or two bigger. So it's pretty crazy, and you don't have to run these. So they actually come apart in a couple of different pieces, and you can run them just plain and not even humongous if you want to. And they're like, I don't know, it's wild. So stay tuned for that video. That's gonna be all for today's video, guys. Always remember, everybody starts out as a